All right, guys, we're talking about helping verbs, and we already identified the helping verbs as am, is, are, was, were, will, have, has, had, do, does, did. And what we did was we're going to break the sentences into subject and predicate. So I'll go over that with you really quick. And these kids have already seen this, but I decided I was going to screencast for their Google Classroom so they can revisit this. Subject is water from the oceans and rivers. That's the entire subject. The predicate is rising into the sky. She identified the helping verb as is by putting H, V above it, and the actual verb as rising by putting the V above the actual verb. And then, of course, you're going to do subject and predicate, and you'll divide it right up. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. So you're looking for the helping verbs, right? So let's go back down to now number 6. Right? Modal auxiliary verbs can, will, would, could, may, might, must, have to, should, ought to. These modal auxiliary verbs, they just give additional information to the main verb, you guys. Right? She can come over. So let's break this one down. Ready? She, subject, can come over today. Whole thing, predicate, right? She can come over. The actual verb is come. The modal auxiliary, the one that gives additional information, is this one. And I'm just going to put AV for auxiliary verb right there. Right? She, subject, would visit more if she lived closer. That's the whole thing's a predicate. Would visit is the actual verb. That's the actual action. And the auxiliary, helping that, right? Giving more addition information is would. Do you guys see it? All right, you'll give this a shot. So we're going to do this. Who can go to the board and help me out here? My grandmother can visit tomorrow. Action. He's a grammar machine. All right, well, hold on a second now. Go ahead. You're going to do my grandmother can visit tomorrow. Break it into subject and predicate. Go.
Okay, so the predicate, the subject, grandmother.
Right, my grandmother, right? That's the subject. All right, what's the whole predicate?
Predicate.
Very good, son. All right, okay. Now, where's that auxiliary verb? Or unless you want to give me the actual verb first.
I'll give you the actual verb.
Yeah, go ahead. It is the actual verb, the action is visit, right? And then what's that auxiliary that comes before it? Is can, right? Can visit. The word can is that auxiliary verb.
Is it usually right behind the actual verb?
It's right in front of it, probably. Okay, it's going to go right in front of the actual verb if you're looking for a pattern. Yeah. And it's probably going to come right after the subject, too, right? So, look, ready? We ought to cook a special lunch for Grandmama. Someone go up there and do that real quick. Okay, you, farty fartskis. Get it done. Go ahead. Where's the subject and break it into a predicate? Subject and predicate. No. Who or what is the subject that a sentence about? We. That's the subject. What do we do or what should we do? Ought to. Keep going. Ought to. Come on, read it. Ought to cook. That whole thing is the predicate. It's telling what we are doing. Now, what came right after the subject? What word comes right after the subject? Right after the subject. What's the subject? No, that's the auxiliary verb. And cook is the actual verb. Okay? Subject is we. Right? Let's go into it right here. Let me break it down a little further. We, that's the subject. Okay? Ought to cook a special lunch for Grandma. That whole thing's a predicate. What comes right after the subject? What word comes right after the subject? We? Ought, right? That's your auxiliary verb. Okay? Are you seeing that pattern?
Yep.
All right, you guys, you can go try to work on this a little bit. Wait, when I dismiss you, but Tadero,